What is up, guys? It is Liam here, finally for another video, something a little different. We're doing Binding of Isaac Rebirth, kind of my first look and thoughts at the game. So first, right off the bat, I'll just tell you, we're doing a new save file here. Hopefully in future we can do a series of Binding of Isaac Rebirth for a Let's Play. I think that would be fantastic. So we're on a new file. This is my first run that I did, and actually went surprisingly well, as bad as I am at the game, but on another note, I'm having issues for this reason why I'm doing a post commentary with a webcam, which is weird and I don't like it. But pretty much why I'm doing this is because there seems to be a bit of an issue with recording and microphones with Binding of Isaac Rebirth. There recently was a patch that came out to fix a lot of the stuff in the game, but did not fix that apparently. So we're stuck with post commentary because apparently desktop mics it doesn't like. It likes headset microphones, but every 2 to 3 seconds in a recording for your audio, you get this kind of noise that kind of is a bit distracting. I couldn't remove from the audio file, so we're stuck with this for now, guys. But so I thought I'd give you my first thoughts and look at the game. I've got to start with kind of Isaac as a whole, what I think of the game. You guys may not know, but I'm a huge fan of the Binding of Isaac series, from the original to the DLC and also to Rebirth. Spoilers, I love the game. So I pretty much put like 100 hours into the original game. And so that shows that I absolutely love the series. It's fantastic, it's unique in the way that it's so adorable yet so disturbing and dark. It's pretty much, obviously, a randomly generated dungeon crawler, so with that, there's so much content to come along with it. So many items, mobs, monsters, and bosses, and different varieties of rooms, and every run is not going to be the same. That's why this game is awesome. You could play this game like 100,000 times, maybe 1,000,000, and you'll eventually get a mimic exact run of what you just did, or one that you have done previously. And by that time, you're not even going to remember that you've done a run like that. So pretty much not everything's going to be the same. It's pretty much new content every time you play it, and it's fantastic. Yeah, so it's unique and it's fun. The content is endless. There's so much to achieve in it. I love games where you can unlock characters, items, and bosses and all that jazz. So I have something to aim for, especially in a single-player game. And this has what I want, and that's unlocking things, and it's fantastic. And definitely one little small thing that I enjoy, as you can see, our character Isaac here, he looks a bit weird, and the amount of items in here that can modify the way you look and to make it look absolutely stupidly hilarious is fantastic, and it's just one of those small things that makes me happy. You know, I love stopping halfway through a run and looking, wow, I look absolutely stupid. So that's pretty much what I love about Isaac. So let's get on to what I think about Rebirth. Now, the creators of Isaac, they definitely wanted to redo the game, obviously because it was made in Flash or some awful version, I don't know. They wanted to redo it and obviously improve on the previous Wrath of Lamb, and they absolutely achieved it. This game is awesome. I've already put 15 hours into the game. It's probably about a week since it's been released, but 12 of those, maybe 10 of those hours were put into the game probably about 2 days after release, and so that shows I'm pretty much addicted to the game. It's such a ball of fun, guys. For $15, you can't go wrong with picking this game up. I'd be willing to spend about 20 for this game. This is just freaking awesome. Definitely worth picking up. So pretty much definitely want to talk about Rebirth. So let's start with kind of some of the changes. Definitely the graphics are different to the original. Some of you may notice, if you've played the original Binding of Isaac, that this is a little different because it seems a bit more pixel art-esque, I should say. So it's kind of got that arcadey retro feel, which I didn't like when I first seen it, or when I first was looking into Rebirth before it came out. I didn't like it at all. I thought it was weird, obviously being used to the original Binding of Isaac look, but after playing it, you get used to it, and it feels actually right in a way, because the game is so simple and so basic, but it just seems like it suits the retro arcade feel very, very nicely. So I think it's perfect. A lot of people, I don't know, if you don't like it, there is actually a filter built into the game to add and turn on if you don't like it, to make it look somewhat similar to the original Binding of Isaac. So that's really cool, and I do like the graphics. Next, soundtrack. It's freaking awesome. Soundtrack is perfect. Like, I'm surprised they didn't use the original soundtrack from the original Binding of Isaac. I thought that soundtrack was awesome, but they just did pretty much the exact same and made a beautiful soundtrack for this game. It suits it so well. It's perfect. It creates an eerie but yet not so dark feel to it. it's perfect. That's all I gotta say. It's an awesome soundtrack. Definitely, if you got a few bucks, or if you can get it for free, I don't know where, definitely download it, give it a listen. It's freaking cool. The amount of stuff that they've put into the game is insane. I can't comprehend. As you can see right here, some of the changes they made. They've actually, instead of doing the traditional 1x1, I guess you call it, kind of like a square room, here is an XL kind of like extra large room, which is like a 4x4 of the original rooms. It's massive. It adds different variety of content. Mind you, they are a kick in the teeth. They're a pain in the ass to try and tackle. Which you can see, I think I got demolished by this one. I got hit a fair bit. But yeah, they add a lot of different variety. The amount of rooms and different variations of rooms is crazy. And it's just really cool. Some other rooms, see like this one here, into the boss room here, it's not just all about monsters and killing now. So there are very few, not always, there's a few rooms that are no monsters, but yet they have kind of obstacles you have to overcome to get past, such as those spikes there, and there's these kind of statues that kind of pull you in, they like magnetize you in, so it kind of adds a bit of variety to the rooms, and not just trying to kill things, you actually have to do timing and dodging and all that jazz, not just from monsters, which is really cool. So obviously, as a whole, from what I've said, you can gather that I absolutely love this game. This game is addictive as all hell, and this run was fun to do. This run, it was such a nail biter, especially going into, I think it's called the depths. This is the final boss here against Mum's Foot for this playthrough, which was quite intense, going into it on 2 hearts, which is kind of just asking for death, especially for me, someone with my skill, is awful. I'm not the greatest at the game. I can do runs, I can complete them, just not all the time, and I was so lucky to actually complete this one. This was insane. I think what I love about this game, the decision making. I think previously, I'm not sure if it showed in the clip, but I was on 1 heart before I got that extra heart, and I pretty much deployed a slot machine to actually get back a heart. And obviously, if I didn't do that kind of last minute thinking decision making, I would have died in that room right there and then, which was I was thinking about it once I finished the run. I'm like, that's insane. If I didn't do that one small thing, I could have lost that run on that final fight, which is devastating. You don't know how rage-inducing this game is. It is absolutely insane. But on that note, guys, I think that's all I have to really say about Rebirth. Hopefully in future we can make a series out of this once they fix this microphone issue. Do some Let's Plays. We'll use this save file, have our own little save file where you guys can tell me what you want me to do in the series, what kind of runs you want me to do, the challenges you want me to unlock, and characters to play and things like that. But that's all I really have to say now, guys. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you do like, you do favorite, and you do subscribe if you like my content. But that's it from me, guys. Hope you have a great day. Peace.